Breaking news! A new episode of Let's Be Frank starting now!
Hello all! Welcome back to my Tales from Japan series. In case you missed the first video I did like this is basically just a way for me to talk about the honeymoon I took with my lovely wife, Katrina. All the experiences we had, the things we got to do and see, and today, the goal is to tell you guys about our experience wearing yukata. While we were in Kyoto, we wanted to do some very traditional things, like seeing shrines and going up these beautiful paths, and we thought, why not do it wearing traditional Japanese garments? And lucky for us, there are tons of different places in Kyoto where you can rent yukata and kimono. And so we did. We thought, why not? We had never done anything like that before, worn traditional garments of any other culture or anything. We thought it would be a really unique experience. We saw some other non-locals wearing kimono, and they looked like they were having a great time. The dressing process was definitely a lot of fun. We got to handpick every single part of the outfit, from the robe overall to the belts we wore. It was really unique, and of course the women who worked there helped the both of us get dressed, which was funny, but at the same time, it was very much appreciated. I could not have put all that together myself. And after we'd finished getting dressed, they hung on to any bags we may have had and our shoes, and they led us out back and took some pictures of us, which was very much appreciated because there weren't a lot of opportunities for Katrina and I to get pictures together unless it was a selfie. But from there, we then made our way to the Fushimi Inari Taisha, our first stop on our long day of sightseeing. It is this beautiful shrine that has this pathway with hundreds of torii gates down it. It's truly beautiful, and the higher you climb, the less people there are, because nobody wants to climb an entire mountain, which these torii gates do scale. I'll be honest, we didn't make it all the way up, but we had a time limit on these kimonos and a lot of places we wanted to see and get pictures in. But we'll go back someday, I know we will. Bonus facts about this shrine actually, there were cats everywhere. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be a shrine cat, just living my best life. Everything there was so serene and peaceful. The cats just really enjoyed their lives. Some cats would let you pet them, some wouldn't. And everything was just beautiful. If I could describe the whole experience of this temple in one word, it would be beautiful. From there, we made our way to the Kyoto National Garden, and let me tell you, this place was stunning. Honestly, we were there during golden hour too, so we got some great pictures and made some fantastic memories. And this part is the main reason I wanted to make this video, because we had some just absolutely precious experiences with some of the locals. So Katrina and I had just entered the gardens, and we had stopped to admire a gate, like an entryway, just to a different part of the garden, when an elderly woman who was also over there stopped us, and she was smiling ear to ear, and she asked if she could take a picture of us. She didn't speak English super well, but she was able to get her point across, you know? And she did. We allowed her to take a picture, and then she asked us if we wanted to take a picture with our phone. And so she took a picture of the two of us, and she was telling us how she was so happy to see foreigners wearing traditional Japanese kimono and yukata, and just how the tradition seems to be dying in Japan of young Japanese people wanting to dress like that. Hey, these are the words from her mouth, and so I was just so happy to hear that we made her so happy. It was awesome. The second experience was very similar, but a lot shorter. Another elderly woman saw us in the gardens, and as soon as she laid eyes on us, she was just all smiles, and she didn't speak a word of English. She didn't even try, but she was shaking her head at us and like putting her arms out and like letting us know she was extremely happy to see us wearing these clothings. And again, like, this happened almost immediately after the first experience I had just told you guys about. And it just came out of nowhere. I don't even know what else to say. She gave us the American thumbs up, and she was just overjoyed to see us wearing their traditional outfits. And this last one is my favorite. It nearly put a tear in my eye, man. As Katrina and I are beginning to leave the gardens, and again, this happens with another elderly couple. This was a man and woman this time. And as Katrina and I pass this couple, the elderly man suddenly goes, "Oh," and he like takes like a pose, almost like he's about to unsheath a sword, and just like as if I knew exactly what he wanted from me. I did the exact same thing. I went, "Oh," and I like go to like reach for a sword. He mimes unsheathing a sword and like getting into a battle stance. I do the same thing to him, and then he stops it there and he starts laughing and he shakes his head and they just get on their way. Not a single word had been spoken, but we were able to have such an incredible moment. Just, I don't even know the right words to describe it. He saw two foreigners embracing his culture and couldn't have been happier. He gave me the samurai salute, basically, and I'll never forget that. I wish I could rewatch that moment over and over and over, but you know, the best moments in life don't happen on camera. They happen super spur of the moment. I don't know, man, this series of, you know, Tales from Japan, it's just an opportunity for me to be able to talk about my time in one of my favorite countries in the world. I've been to a few countries at this point, but Japan was just the most welcoming and just had the most kind people who just want nothing more than to see their culture loved and see other people experiencing their culture. And I want to go back so bad. If you have watched through this entire video of just nothing but pictures, basically on a slideshow with me rambling on without a script or anything, thank you. Thank you so much for showing the same interest in this amazing country that I do. Katrina and I had such a fun time wearing yukata and kimono, and I know when we go back, we're gonna take them up on another opportunity to rent some more of their traditional garments. But if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my little rant, just sharing my experiences, why don't you give this video a like? And hey, subscribe if you have not already. Follow my Instagram and Facebook at Let's Be Frank 2020. And follow Jokum and I's podcast. It's called Certified Pokemoments. Every single week, we randomly generate a brand new Pokemon, and we just talk about it, y'all. We talk about how much we enjoy it or don't enjoy it. It's a really fun time. I know you're going to love it if you like Pokemon. And with all that being said, once again, thank you so very much for watching. Until next time.